gentleman knows how to have fun. He cares about his people. He knows all the information, and he definitely knows how to make money. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys could get up your seat and welcome our master distributor, our fearless leader, Mr. Timothy.
What's going on, man? You guys look good earlier, but now you guys look even better. Well, here's the thing. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be training why Seacret. And by the time you leave, you're going to say to yourself, you know what? Hey, now I understand why Seacret's such a powerful opportunity. Now I understand why Seacret, why everybody wants to get involved in Seacret right now like never before. And then we're going to wrap up with this training, and I'm going to give you an action plan. So stick around for that. How many of you tonight are ready to find out why Seacret? If you are, say aye. All right, beautiful. Well, we're going to dive into this information tonight. One of the most important elements of this business is not just looking at, hey, look, you know what, why Seacret, but what's going on right now in America. What's happening right now in this country. So tonight we're going to take a look at what's going on, and it's going to tie right in to why Seacret. But bottom line is simple, man, is right now, this is the time, more than ever before. We've got a window of opportunity available right now with this economy the way that it is to make a lot of money. And tonight we're going to share with you how we can take advantage of the timing right now of the economy and how it ties right in to how we can become wealthy together in this company Seacret. But the first thing we have to take a look at is what's happening in America. And the reason being is because that's what makes this opportunity so powerful, is the timing of it all. And the timing has a lot to do with what's happening right now in America. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. First thing I have to talk about is job security. How many of you grew up, hearing, go to school, right, get good grades, right, get a good job, right? And the reality is that job security no longer exists in this country. And this is for your notes. Now, you want to go ahead and write this information down so you get credit for today's class. But first thing you want to do is write this down. 16.6% of eligible workers are currently either out of work or underemployed. 16.6% in America. Write this one down. 65% of Americans earn less than $39,000 a year. 65%. That's a staggering number. Now here's what you have to take a look at is only 56%. Only 56% of 2010 college graduates were able to find work. So people right now that are going to college, they're finding out that there aren't any jobs for them to even find. So what we've realized is that this is what's going on. You look at the Time magazine, it says, where are the jobs, right? Underemployed, Time magazine. Out of work America, front cover of Time magazine. Time magazine, it says the new hard times, talking about how this country right now, it looks very reminiscent to what was going on during the Great Depression. So recognize you have to take a look at what's happening. Why find Seacret? Why look for Seacret? Well, look at what else your options are. What's happening right now in the country? Okay, what's your plan A? See, most people that get involved in Seacret, they put Seacret as a plan B. Really what Seacret is for most people when they get started is really kind of a spare tire. Just in case something happens. Just in case their job, their plan A doesn't work. Right now, more than ever before, in America, people's plan A is working less than ever before. People right now have got to open up their minds. People right now have got to open up their hearts and understand the fact that we have a window of opportunity available for us to go out there, because people right now have got their hands up in America more than ever before. People all throughout Southern California have got their hands up. Everybody's saying the same thing. I'm going to be going to Portland, Oregon in a few weeks. Everybody in Portland, Oregon, hands are up, same thing. Then on that following Saturday, I'm going to be up in Seattle, same thing. Everybody's hands are up in Seattle. Then next week, I'm going to be headed out to North Carolina. It's interesting, you go to the East Coast, you find out that people's hands are up. Everybody's saying the same thing. Hey, I want to find a way to make some honey. I'm looking for a chance. I'm looking for a way. Everywhere you go, everybody keeps saying the same thing. It's on the phone right now. Before we got here tonight with the leader in Arizona, we're going to be flying out there next month to do a regional in Arizona. Same thing's happening. Same thing's happening. Going to be headed to Minnesota next month. Same thing's going on out in Minnesota. People throughout the country are raising their hands, and everybody keeps saying the same thing. I'm looking for a chance. I'm looking for a way. Right now is the time. You and I have got an opportunity in our fingertips, and I really feel like we have an obligation to get out there and talk to people about what we found, because this is what's happening. This is the grim reality of what's going on. Here's what's happening right now. The American dream. You guys remember that? Here's what it is. The American dream. Every 3 months, just for your notes, every 3 months, 250,000. You might want to jot that down. 250,000 new families enter into foreclosure. Every 3 months, man, another 250,000 people are losing their homes in America. Look at what's happening. Very powerful. One child in every classroom in America is at risk of losing his or her home. Ladies and gentlemen, one child in every classroom in America is at risk of losing his or her home because their parents are unable to pay the mortgage. This is going on right now, and you and I have a chance to do something about it. We have a chance to open up the door of opportunity for people. We have a chance to say, hey, look, you know what? I found something. I've got my hands on something special. I've got my hands on something great. Right now, we've got to step up. Right now, we've got to make a commitment. Right now, we got to get after it. This is the time. Interestingly enough, the average credit card debt per household is $15,799. Did you catch that? The average credit card debt per household is $15,799. The average American isn't broke. The average American is $15,799 below broke. Think, man. What are you going to do about that? Look, we can't change it for everybody, but we can change it for a handful of people that are ready to pay attention. Think. What are you going to do? You're going to have an opportunity of a lifetime in your fingertips and keep it to yourself? Some of you right now, you've been stingy with your opportunity. You might want to stop being stingy. Start extending an invitation to people, because you have a chance of a lifetime right now to help change the grim reality of what's happening in this country. Because there's people that you know, there's people that you love, they're going to end up in one of these categories. And you have a chance to change it for them. The way I look at it is, guess what? The way I see it is, guess what? I feel like people's houses are on fire. And they don't even know about it. And I feel like I'm a fireman kicking down doors, grabbing people and rescuing them. That's what's happening. Because the job security doesn't exist. The plan that we were sold growing up is no longer there. So let's take a look at what's happening in America. Here's what I want to show you right now. What's the answer? What do you do about it? Okay, one of the best authors out right now, a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki, phenomenal author, best-selling author, has a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. New York Times best-selling author Robert Kiyosaki says that there's 4 quadrants on how to become wealthy. There's 4 quadrants, and 2 of them really will help you become wealthy. The first one on the left is the E quadrant. That's called the employee quadrant. That's where you have a job. It's hard to become wealthy, guess what? In that quadrant. It's hard to become wealthy in that quadrant because that quadrant is not designed to become wealthy. The next quadrant he talks about is called self-employed. That's where you own a job. So a lot of people that have business owners, they think they're entrepreneurs, but if they have to be there in order to make money, they don't own a business, they own a job. So like you can go out there and you can purchase a job called buying a business. You guys ever walk in a business and see the employee there that owns it? The employee and the owner's the same person? Or their kid? Then you got your B quadrant. This is the B-type business owners, okay? This is where you have a system that works for you. This is where you have, guess what? A system work for you. And now when you first get involved in our industry of networking, you're basically self-employed until your organization's over 500 people. Once you have over 500 people, now you got a big enough business. Now it's a big business. So the beginning takes time, but it's the fastest way to build it. And it's very inexpensive compared to the other options available. Then you got your I. This is the investor. The investor quadrant is where your money works for you. So this is what Robert Kiyosaki says. These are the 4 different quadrants that are there. He said 2 of them are designed to help you become wealthy. Unfortunately, the investor, it's hard to get into that unless you have money. So a lot of people are stuck in the wrong quadrant, and they take advice from people in the wrong quadrant. But you guys, right now, I want to encourage you to really pay attention right now. This next section, it's so valuable, and it's really important for you to really wrap your head around. So we're going to fly through this information quickly, but I want to make sure that we spend enough time so you can really acquire it. So obviously by now you can see clearly we want to make sure that we obviously, basically we want to make sure that, guess what, we get into obviously that big business owner quadrant. That's obvious. So you guys know about that. So here's what we have to do right now is you want to take a look at what's happening in network marketing. The best way to do that is talk to the leading attorney in network marketing. The leading attorney in network marketing, his name is Jeffrey Babner. And Jeffrey Babner has a book that it's very powerful. It's called Network Marketing, What You Need to Know. And number 1, for your notes, he says every week more than 55,000 people in the United States sign up as network marketers, and 400,000 per week worldwide. He also says in excess of 10 million in the United States alone are distributors for network marketing companies. 10 million people, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States alone are distributors for network marketing companies. 1 in 10 households has a direct seller. Number 3, for your notes, throughout the world, there are more than 40 million network marketing distributors. Direct selling is offered in more than 140 different countries. 140 countries right now have the opportunity to be able to take advantage of direct selling. Right now, number 5, for your notes, direct sales has grown more than 91%. 91% in the last 10 years, and currently enjoys around 30 billion in the US and 100 billion worldwide. And one of the fast growing industries is direct sales. Yet, less than 1% of the world's population is currently involved in direct sales. So there's a huge opportunity right now. Now, who's recognizing that opportunity first? Well, let's take a look. Bill Clinton, this is a phenomenal video. Some of you have seen it on the internet. But former President Bill Clinton says the direct sales industry promotes core values all around the globe and gives people a chance to make the most of their lives. Tony Blair, who is the British Prime Minister, says direct sales is a tremendous contribution to the overall prosperity of the economy. He's a big fan of direct sales and network marketing. Why network marketing? Warren Buffett, many of you know, the number 1 investor in the world. Warren Buffett called direct selling the best investment I ever made. The best investment I ever made. In 2002, Warren Buffett purchased a direct sales company called Pampered Chef. And in that book, the Warren Buffett way, he talks about how it's the best investment he has ever made. So recognize that a lot of billionaires also are taking advantage of the direct selling industry because they're recognizing it. That's where the future is. One of the billionaires that recognized it was Donald Trump. Donald Trump has recently said, if I had to do it all over again, I'd get involved in network marketing. And in 2009, Donald Trump started his own network marketing company. Yeah. So realizing that, guess what? Billionaires are paying attention. Another billionaire that's fired up about what's happening right now is Richard Branson. This guy is the Virgin mogul, right? Guy owns, all these different companies. And Sir Richard Branson in 1997 launched a network marketing company called Virgin Cosmetics. Now it's called V at home. So why are all these billionaires getting involved in direct sales? Well, it's obvious. Billionaires know that, guess what? This is the future of distributing goods. Why? Because media advertising isn't as effective as it once was. People don't trust media advertising. People don't watch a commercial and be like, oh my God, they're getting bombarded. But what they do trust is a friend of theirs saying, hey, take a look at this. So realizing that right now direct sales is booming right now. And obviously with this economy, it's the best chance ever. A lot of you know in 1991, Rich DeVos, the billionaire owner of a network marketing company called Amway, he bought the Orlando Magic and turned the place where they play basketball into the Amway Arena. You also know that in 2007, you guys all know, network marketing company Herbalife and LA Galaxy partnered on a 5-year deal to become the official sponsor. So make sure you guys get all this information for your notes. But as you look at it, realizing that right now, this is the time more than ever before. All the billionaires right now are recognizing this, so you want to realize that this is a chance. In 1991, a lot of you know, Jorge Verga started OmniLife, a network marketing company in Mexico, and in 2002, he bought a soccer team called the Chivas soccer team. So you realize that, everybody, the guy that owns that got involved in network marketing. He's got a phenomenal story. He started off as a distributor in a company called Herbalife. So, you just realize that the opportunity right now that's in our fingertips, it'll never be recreated again. Right now, the chance of a lifetime right now that's in our fingertips, it'll never be duplicated again. What you don't want to do is you don't want to look back with regret. You want to take advantage of this window of opportunity right now. Pay attention so you can obviously become a success. Obviously, May 14th, 2009, for your notes. May 14th, 2009, front page of the USA Today money section read, want a recession-proof job? Think direct sales. So realizing that this was in the front cover of the money section, starting to see it already. Now, here's the writing. Remember, the writing's on the walls, okay? Remember now, in 2011, Wall Street Journal, ladies and gentlemen, the Wall Street Journal wrote an article, Why Now is the Prime Time for Direct Selling. And in that article, it's about why in a bad economy, network marketing is always done extremely well. Every time the economy goes bad, people are looking for opportunity more than ever before. The way I look at it is what? Here's the way I look at it. If you're talking to people about umbrellas and it's raining, you've got a good product. Right now, it's raining. Financially, economically, we have a storm going on. And we're talking to people about opportunity. We're talking about, hey, get an umbrella. So realize right now, it's easier than ever before to talk to people and get them interested in this business. Why? Because right now, everybody's hurting. People in America right now are suffering. And you have a chance to make it right, to get them involved in a business where they can become wealthy, where they can become a success. Realize that right now, all of you that are in this room right now, you're a decision away, you're one decision away from becoming wealthy in this business. That's all it is. Once you make the decision, once you make an all-out commitment, you cut off all other options and say, I'm going to win, and you back that commitment up with all-out massive action, you can be up here on stage like that lady you met tonight, getting 4 certificates. Why not? What, is her blood run more hot for ambition than yours? Why not you? Why not now? Right now is our chance. I think we should take advantage of it. Let's talk about what was in that article. In that same article, July 24, 2011, a Wall Street Journal article, an exclusive interview with Paul Zane Pilzer, the author of The Next Millionaire and 2-time presidential economic advisor. Okay, this guy's a genius when it comes to making money. He knows where the money's at. In his book, or in that article, he says, this article, Paul Zane Pilzer says, direct sales is the solution for a shrinking job market. This is what he's saying. Now I know some of you are like, well, you know what, my negative brother said this. And he works at Subway. This guy's a sandwich artist. He's got some pretty good information. Right, okay, but this guy looks like Howie Mandel. But anyways, he's already telling us where the money's at, okay, right here, right now. Here's what, Friday, September 23rd, 2011, an article in the USA Today talked about direct sales. And in that article, there were 7 things for your notes. Number 1, it said, why network marketing? Okay, here's why. Number 1, job security. Business for yourself used to be considered risky. Okay, says Robert Kiyosaki. Now working for a traditional corporation has become the risky option. So you see people that are getting jobs, it's like, this person's very courageous. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, this guy's nuts. Number 2, make more money. For your notes, make more money. The U.S. Federal Reserve survey shows that the average household's net worth for entrepreneurs is 5 times more higher than those of traditionally employed. 5 times higher. Freedom, number 3 is freedom. When you are your own boss, you get to choose when you work, how you work, and with who you work. So now guess what? Freedom is an option, okay? Number 4, discover your hidden potential. Number 4, for your notes, discover your hidden potential. Entrepreneurship is business' beating heart, says the Virgin mogul Richard Branson. Entrepreneurship isn't about capital, it's about ideas. Some of you have got ideas that are going to change this company forever. Because you're going to say, look, you know what, I got an idea to call somebody. They're going to get involved in this business. They're going to come in here and become one of the top money earners in this company. But you know. And that's one idea that can change everything for you. Number 5, for your notes, a second career. For your notes, a second career. Speaking specifically of the baby boomers, they want work that reflects their values and identities. They want to make a difference. Number 6, for your notes, you're sharing, guess what? Not selling. All you're doing is sharing, not selling. Turns out the direct sales may be the best way to sell goods to a developing world. That's powerful. And last but certainly not least, number 7, a life of a greater impact. A life of a greater impact, for your notes. When you're in business for yourself, you write your own history. You write your own success story. You write your own legacy. And most important, you write your own paycheck, says Jeffrey Gitomer, best-selling author. Guys, this is where we are right now. There are people that you know right now that are looking at their ceiling tonight, will be laying in bed looking at their ceiling, worried, saying, man, what am I going to do? What's going to happen to me? People that are out there that are lost, that are looking for a chance. People that you know that are like, man, I wish someone would give me a chance. There comes a point in time where you make a decision in your heart, you make a decision in your mind, you make a declaration, you say to yourself, look, you know what? I'm going all out. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to step up, and I'm not going to let people miss out on this opportunity. That's a decision. When you make that type of decision, you have 100% resolution, your life's going to change. So this is network marketing. Now here's the 5-year game plan. Okay? At year 1 at a job, how many people do you have that you're getting paid on? At a job, after a year, who do you get paid on? Watch this though. Year number 2 at a job, how many people's efforts are you getting compensated on? Okay? But watch what happens in year number 4 at that same job. Staying focused, staying committed. Now, as a result to that commitment, after 4 years at that job, now, guess what? How many people are you getting compensated and rewarded on? 1. But here's where the breakthrough happens. In year number 5, if you stay in focus, having that tunnel vision, staying committed, staying dedicated, saying, hey, look, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. Now, guess how many people you get paid on? 1. Do you guys know what that is? That's, if you keep doing that, after 20 years, look at what happens. Do you see that? I'm not a very smart guy, but I didn't eat a bottle of stupid pills yesterday. Do you guys get that? I didn't eat a bottle of stupid pills. I know that it's hard to become wealthy where no one becomes wealthy. Do you guys see that? So, okay, everybody does it doesn't work 100% of the time. Some of you are like, well, what's the chance of me really becoming wealthy? At a job? 0. Even if you have a 1% chance here, I'm not a gambling guy, but I'll take that bet. I would take 1 over 0 every day of the week. But here, guess what? It's not a 1% chance. Why? Because it's up to you. You understand? You decide whether you're going to show up next week to the training or not. Guess what? I already made my decision. I'll be here. You see how smart that is? It's kind of a no-brainer. So watch this. Number 5. Let's say at Seacret, after 1 year, let's say that you only have 5 people on your team. You have 5 people on your team at the end of 1 year. I'm going to ask you to see your notes. You guys see that? I'm going to be like, I want to see your notes right now. Where's your journal at? Because if you got 5 people on your team at the end of a year, what have you been writing down? But let's just say 5 people, 12 months. You're showing up. You're not really following the system, but you're showing up. Say that, guess what? Those 5 people duplicate in week number 2, or year number 2. So year number 2, now those 5 people, guess what? Have duplicated that. Now you have 25 people. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather at a job get paid on 1 person's effort or 25 people's efforts? 25 is bigger, because if 25 people work 10 hours a week, how many hours are you getting paid on? 210. If you work 10 hours in a week, you're getting paid on 10 hours. So what's better, 250 or 10? 250. Okay. Now, year number 3, let's say that now that duplicates, now you're 125. Year number 4, now you're 625. Year number 5, guess what? Now you're 3125. Then guess what? Year number 6, you're at 1565. And year number 7, you're at 78,125. You see what happens? Or at a job after 7 years, you're still getting paid on what you do. Here's the best way that I think I can explain to you. Network marketing, at the beginning, putting in a little bit more effort because it's just yourself. So here's what happens. At a job, here's what it looks like. Work, check. Work, check. And if you do that consistently over the course of, let's say, 5 years, it'll be looking like this. Work, check. Work, check. But if you stay focused and determined after 10 years, it's work, check. Work, check. 20 years of that same job, it's work, check. Work, check. 30 years later, work, check. Work, check. If you're still alive, 40 years later, work, check. Work, check. And guess what? If other people follow in your footsteps, you might not be around, but maybe your kids are following in your footsteps, and now they're doing the same thing you did, and they're doing what? Work, check. Work, check. Maybe that legacy can linger on. Now, on the flip side, it's called network marketing. Different. Looks like this. At the beginning, you got to put in a little bit more. So your first 30 days might look like this. Work, check. Work, check. Work, check. After 60 days, it might be like this. Work, check. Work, check. Work, check. And after 90 days, it might be like this. Work, check. Work, check. Work, check. And if you stay focused, then after 120 days, it's like this. Work, check. Work, check. Work, check. After a year, if you stay focused and stay committed and stay determined, now it's starting to look like this. Work, check, work, check, work, check, work, check, work. But if you say you get after it, and you stay consistent for, let's say, 3 years, now your situation looks like this. Check, work. Check, work. Check. And after 10 years, it's just check. So the key is you have to ask yourself, what's it going to be? You choose. You have the opportunity to be able to choose. What are you going to do? The good news is we have a chance of a lifetime at our fingertips. Now here's what we want to remember, what Jim Rohn says. Jim Rohn says what? Work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. So don't go quit your job today. Work part-time on your fortune. Create that story. What happens? People get excited. Got involved in this part-time business. Make an extra $2,000 a month, part-time. I go to these events Tuesdays and Thursdays. one Saturday a month. It's pretty cool. People like that story, okay? So let's make that story yours. So here it is for your notes. Why skincare? Now, how many people in this room, by a show of hands, know, right, that it's all about timing? Would you guys agree with that? Yeah. Let me give an example. If you and I had a time portal, and we went back to 1945, where would we want to do? What would we want to do? If we want to make money, and we're entrepreneurs, where do we want to go? Get involved in something that pertains to babies. Why? Because there's a bunch of babies about to be what? Born. World War II gets over. Husband hasn't seen his wife for 7 years. Sure enough, babies are born. You guys see how it works? Leave some of it for your imagination. Do you see it? Now, here's what happens. Now, guess what? All these babies are born. Now, that means that there's an opportunity. Companies like Huggies, Pampers, Hasbro, Gerber cashed in. Then those babies started to grow up. Right? In the 50s, guess what? You had McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Burger King. All these companies exploded because of what? Timing. Not because McDonald's has the most mouth-watering hamburgers. Because Ray Kroc said, hey, these baby boomers, they want things fast. They want instant everything. So guess what? Let's give them some instant food. Speedy service delivery system, done. Next thing you know, these companies explode. Timing. Then guess what? In the 70s, anything that had to do with automobiles exploded. Why? Because when the baby boomers got into their teens and their 20s, guess what they wanted? Cars. So you have this, imagine a garden hose, and imagine a bowling ball going through a garden hose. It reshapes it. That's what the baby boomers do, is they reshape industries. And the biggest opportunity is on the front end, not on the back end. Then in the 80s, guess what? Baby boomers turned 30 years old. What do they want? The housing industry explodes, man. Companies like Coldwell Banker, Tarbell Realty, Kaufman and Broad, Remax, all these companies started exploding. Home Depot, all these companies started to explode, man. Why? Because all these homes are being made. Why? Because baby boomers did what? They became 30. And when they're 30 years old, guess what they want? Houses. Then, obviously Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae back in 2000 tricked all those people and took all their homes back. And so there's an opportunity there, right? They're doing those adjustable rate mortgages. In 2010, now baby boomers are 6 years old. First group just turned 66 years old last year. Why skincare? Think about it. It just makes sense. People want to look better, man. They want to look good. So watch how this works, guys. Skincare industry just makes sense. Take a look. Here's some for your notes. Here's a few things. Over $300 billion are spent on skincare in the beauty industry worldwide. 2009, over 90 million Americans, guess what? Purchased anti-aging products and procedures. 1/3 of the country. The average American, ladies and gentlemen, the average American today spends $80 to guess what? $100 a month on skincare and beauty products. Watch this. People simply want to look and feel young. People want to look and feel young. So guess what? That means there's an opportunity. Now, when you look at the companies that are out there, you look at the billion-dollar companies. Avon, Amway, Jafra, Herbalife, Mary Kay, Primerica, Tupperware, Forever Living, Oriflame, and Natura, and Nu Skin. These are all the companies that have done over $1 billion a year in business. Okay? Recognize the fact that Avon has a skincare line. Amway has a skincare line. Jafra does. Herbalife does. Mary Kay does. Primerica is the only one that does it. Tupperware does. Forever Living does. Oriflame, Natura, and Nu Skin all have skincare lines. That's the only common denominator that they all share. Guys got to realize, now is the time. Now is the time more than ever before. We've got to decide right now that we're going to step up. We're going to get out there and take advantage of this window of opportunity right now that's in our fingertips called Seacret. right now that we're going to position ourselves for massive success and get after it right now like never before. So you have to say, well, there are other companies out there. Let's take a look at what they look like. These are the multi-purpose skincare companies. You got the Cookies, the Avons, Nucerity, Maluka, Tupperware, Arbonne, Pampered Chef, Sensei, Passion Products, RX, Jaffrey, Nikan, Winolite, Janaz, Cutco, Party Light, Amway. These are different multi-service skincare products. Then you got your vitamin weight loss team. You got the Herbalife, the Manitex, right, the USANAs, OmniLife, Synergy, Visalis, Shackley, Beachbody, Isogenics, Your Health, Nature, Sunshine, Juice Plus, Sierra, NHT Global, Trump Network. These are different vitamins and weight loss companies. Then you got your nutritional beverage companies, your Agils, your Pure 3X, BF Global, Limus, DrinkAct.com, Kyani, Vima, not Zima, Juri, Evolve, Enagic, Xfuse, Zango, Sissel, Sia, Goji, Rev Energy, Monavi. These are different. Then you got these are nutritional beverages. Then you got your chocolates and tea companies. You got your Zajai, Barisha, Zija, Magic Power Coffee, Rishigo, Organo Gold, Javita, Sunrider, Healthy Coffee, Dove Chocolate, Synergy, Sunrider, Gyno XL. These are different, what we call chocolate tea and coffee companies. Then you got your service companies, also known as money games more times than not. You know, ACN, Ignite, Zamzu, iZig, Prepaid Legal, Ambit Angie, GT Trends, Adzu, and Vado, Cash, Gifting, Extreme, Prime America, Extreme, Envato, TVI Express, Global Cash Card, My Video Talk, Talk Fusion, 5 Links, Fortune High Tech Marketing. Most of these, I made this over a year ago. Most of these are out of business today. They get shut down because there's no products. She's like, what are we selling? Air. So here's the deal. This is what you look at. You got your first mover's advantage. You have to look at, okay, here they all are. So what we want to do right now is we're going to say, okay, which ones don't have first mover's advantage? And then what you want to do is those are the ones that don't have first mover's advantage. Now, okay, what about the ones that do have first mover's advantage? Now you look, these are the ones that have first mover's advantage. Now what we want to do is look at which one of those companies have wow factor products. None of them. So now we've got none left. And we only talked about two things. Wow factor products, first mover's advantage. These companies just don't have it. I'm not trying to bash on them. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just telling you the truth. If the truth doesn't feel good, it's not my fault. I'm just telling it, man. Don't get mad at the messenger. It's like if you don't like your bills, don't get mad at the mailman. Does that make sense? Come on now. So you got to realize why Seacret. Here's a couple reasons why Seacret for your notes. Demonstratable products. Okay, you got demonstratable wow factor products and kits. Very interesting. Wow factor products and kits. Most companies, guess what? Don't have wow factor products and kits. Agents don't have to give away their entire product in order to make a sale. Historical Dead Sea Healing Properties and Historical Dead Sea Story. You have that historical Dead Sea story is powerful. The proven brand with over $600 million in sales worldwide. Now over $800 million. Manufactured by $27 billion a year giant L'Oreal. We have a university training program second to none. Make no mistake about it, you guys. Any of you that have ever been involved in direct sales, network marketing, no. You can't even, come on. You talk about our training program compared to theirs, it's embarrassing, okay? Low cost on the replenishment services. To be an active agent doesn't cost $200 a month. I mean, literally, you can get it for free if you get 4, pay no more, which we encourage you to do right away. But at least, it's, at the most, at the least, $50 a month, it's nothing, okay? New age compensation plan. We had a new age, we don't have a 1982 comp plan. We're not like, our comp plan was hot in the summer of 82. And we're bringing it back. Do you guys see how that works? And then you have it's not only internal consumption. Most direct sales companies, it's all internal consumption. People aren't actually buying the products because of the products. You understand? Most people in network marketing, there's nobody that uses the products. That's the reason why you want to be doing wow parties. That's the reason why you want to be getting the products on the people. You want to build a loyal customer base of people that are using the products. It's business, man. It's common sense. Get in front of the customers. That's how you build a business, because your people do what you do, not what you say. Okay? We have 4 distribution centers in North America, Latin America, Europe, Israel, obviously in Australia and Japan. Okay? Worldwide brand. Look, this is what I want you to recognize. We have worldwide branding. These are kiosks all around the world. This one in Japan is a store. Do you guys see what I'm saying? These are, we've already sold $800 million. We have kiosks in 39 countries. And right now, we're taking that product. The people are buying without opportunity. People are buying the product because they love the product. Now we're attaching an opportunity to it. Game over. Game over. Look at this. It's ridiculous. Look how beautiful this is. Look at all these. Out of control. So here's the deal. How many of you have got a better understanding of why Seacret? If you do, say aye. How many of you are ready to take advantage of Seacret right now and make a fortune? Say aye.